The following sneak peek into the brand new Sims 4 Discover University expansion pack is made possible by EA Game Changers. Welcome to Britechester. Begin a new chapter in the historical University of Britechester, or modern Foxberry Institute. Live in a dorm room or off campus in the welcoming town of Gibbs Hill. Explore Britechester on a bicycle, spend time in the student commons, and have a study session at the library. Cheer on the student body at a school spirit event and wear school colors to show your Sims pride. Britechester is made up of 3 separate areas. We have University of Britechester, Gibbs Hill, and Foxberry Institute. We'll begin our tour over here, in University of Britechester. This university is the oldest in Britechester, founded by the famous Felix Feisted, who was well known for his enthusiasm for learning and humorously large books. As the years have passed, the University of Britechester has established itself as an esteemed institute of classical education. Now let's get a closer look into the University of Britechester. We're going to start here in Drake Hall. This is Drake Hall. It's a 30 by 20 lot, features 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and is only available to University of Britechester students. Drake Hall is the best dorm on campus, no matter what those Wyvern Hall students say. With the best view of campus from their balcony, the students that live here have nothing to complain about. Next up is Darbys Den. It's a 30 by 20 lot. This is the University of Britechester's commons. Darbys Den is the best location on campus to fuel up before the big exam, work on homework, and make new friends. The evening tea and poetry readings are a hit with the students, and nobody can withstand watching the great debates that have occurred here. It's snug and comfy, just right for the den of the Britechester Dragons. Wyvern Hall. It's a 30 by 20 lot, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and is only available to those students at Britechester. Wyvern Hall has an all-out feud with Drake Hall over who more exemplifies the spirit of Darby, Britechester's mascot. Of course, for those that live in Wyvern Hall, there is no question which is the superior dorm. Our last stop here at University of Britechester is Darkwing House. 30 by 20, has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and is exclusive for students at University of Britechester. This cottage, sitting on the edge of campus, was rumored to once be the home of Felix Feisted, founder of the University of Britechester. The cozy home has been updated through the years for student housing so that some could have a house away from home. Our next stop in Britechester is here, in Gibbs Hill. Gibbs Hill is nestled in the center of Britechester, right between the 2 universities, Foxberry Institute and the University of Britechester. It was the first center of activity in Britechester, and its famous Laurel Library has stayed a key location for many students to study and learn. The Pepper's Pub has also become a common spot for students from all around to make friends, regardless of their rivalries. Our first stop in Gibbs Hill is our community lot. It's a 50 by 40 library, called Laurel Library. Laurel Library sits at the top of Gibbs Hill, a proud and prominent fixture of the town. Students from all around have used this library forever as a place to study, research, and find a little quiet away from their universities. Next on the list is our residential lot. This one is not exclusive to students, and any Sim can move in. Welcome to Honeydew Fields. It's a 20 by 15 lot, featuring 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and comes in at 18,565 simoleons. Nothing seems quite real about Honeydew Fields, but staying here forever feels like a real possibility. With the nearby Pepper's Pub and Laurel Library, Honeydew Fields is a great location for those on a budget who don't mind a bit of hustle and bustle from being close to the center of town. This is Mossy Lane. It's another residential lot and is open to any Sim. It's 20 by 15, featuring 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and comes in at 122,370 simoleons. The prominent half of the spacious 2-lot complex, Mossy Lane is an idyllic location beneath beautiful blue skies and an impossible location to forget. This is Spring Steps, another residential lot. Any sim can move into this one as well. It's 20 by 15, 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and comes in at 77,140 simoleons. As one of the 2 prime locations in Gibbs Hill, Spring Steps is a lush location with great views of the canals and an easy trip to both the bar and the library. Our very last stop here in Gibbs Hill is Pepper's Pub. Pepper's Pub has been serving the universities of Britechester for as long as they've been around. The drinks are cheap to keep the college students coming in, and they become a home for the many organizations that have been formed over time. We're leaving Gibbs Hill, and we're heading to the very last section in Britechester. This is Foxberry Institute. Foxberry Institute may seem young compared to the historical town surrounding it, but it has quickly distinguished itself in academia. For the students who have worked hard to attend Foxberry Institute, it's not just work, but the pursuit of personal passions that keep the campus bustling. Our first stop in Foxberry Institute is Larry's Lagoon. The Foxberry Commons, fondly referred to as Larry's Lagoon, is the perfect place for students to recharge after a long day of classes. There's food and lots of space to study or work on homework when students are tired of dealing with their roommates. Computers and robotic workstations gives everyone a chance to use the latest technology to get kickstart to a new term. Maritime Manor. It's a 30 by 20 lot featuring 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and is only available for Foxberry Institute students. Foxberry Institute is aware that dorms are not the preferred living choice for all students, so they've built a few houses on campus for those that prefer a more homey living style. Next up, we stop at Briny Tower. It's a 30 by 20 lot, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and is exclusive for Foxberry Institute students. Briny Tower is a great starter housing for incoming freshmen. With a new friend in each room and an overlooking view of the whole campus, it is one of the best introductions to university life a student could ask for. Our very last stop is Tidal Tower. It's a 30 by 20 lot, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and it is for Foxberry Institute students only. Tidal Tower is one of the twin dorms at Foxberry Institute. This top-floor housing is highly coveted by returning students, particularly for its single-room dorm and peak views of the Foxberry campus. There are 4 households that reside here in Britechester. We have the Best of Friends, the Elderberries, the Pleasants, and the Fletcher family. First up, we have the Best of Friends household. They live over here in Wyvern Hall. Julia and Becca have been the best of friends since they first met in kindergarten. Nobody that knows them could imagine them going to university without the other one by her side. Now, as they're starting a whole new journey into university, it's up to the pair to see if their friendship will survive this new adventure and carry them through to adulthood. Next up is the Elderberry Household. They live over here in Spring Steps. Ekram and Eleanor have lived in Gibbs Hill all their lives, from young love to a growing family, and finally into retirement. Eleanor loves seeing the new students appear each term, but Ekram isn't always as fond of the young adults taking over their quiet town. Recently, the couple's teenage grandson, Rowan, came to live with them as he prepares to go to university soon. Rowan will soon finish high school and have to make his final decision on what university he wants to attend. Meet the Pleasant family. They live over here in Mossy Lane. Angela and Lilith Pleasant have moved into an old family home located in Gibbs Hill to attend the prestigious universities in Britechester. It will be a true test to find out whether their bond as twins can overcome their differences. Their majors have already split them into separate universities, but whether they'll be at odds or work together to make it through is a new challenge in their life. The last household here in Britechester is the Fletcher Household. Cameron Fletcher is all about learning new things at school. He's just not sure how to make friends with the people around him. But with just a little nudge in the right direction, Cameron is sure to master university life. I hope you enjoyed getting a closer look into Britechester, with its community lots, its residential lots, checking out the university housing, and getting to know a little bit about some of the residents that live there. As always, guys, I want you to go up there and be a pineapple. Stand up tall, wear a crown, and be sweet on the inside. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.